What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. We are going back to Miami again. There's a lot of Miami videos coming just because most of the cruise ships are going to Miami. I know you guys want to see Port Everglades videos. I do have one so far for you guys coming down after one of these videos. I'm not sure exactly when. It is a little bit shorter. I'll explain it in that video. You'll see why. But I'm really kind of just waiting until more ships go into that port, but it looks like most of them are going to Miami. So the port here is kind of filled up with the same ships we've been seeing the last few weeks. We have Norwegian Encore, Norwegian Bliss, Carnival Pride, Carnival Conquest, MSC Divina, which you can see right here, and the Explorer of the Seas, which for some reason was docked at Terminal G, when usually they dock at A, and there was no Royal Caribbean ship at A. So it's pretty interesting to see her back at G, like they used to dock before they built A. So that was pretty cool to see. I'm glad we got to go down there and see it. And also the Bliss was docked port side, so it was a little different than her docking starboard side like normal. But this video is more or less just to kind of have another video to make because the port was busy. So I decided to go see the ships. But the rest of the Miami videos coming after this have some pretty cool ships in them that you'd probably be surprised to see in Miami. So stay tuned for the following Miami videos that are coming up after this. So for this one, I'm going to kind of make this short. I know the video is a little long, but the cruise ships are still sitting off the coast. Carnival ships are doing crew rescue missions along with Norwegian. I don't know if, I know like Princess and Holland are doing them, but I don't remember if Royal Caribbean is doing it at the moment. But what they're basically doing is when they're in the ports in the United States, they can't transfer crew to other ships because they're not allowed to disembark or embark any new crew members while the no sail policy is in place. So what they're doing is they're going offshore and switching their crew members in international waters via like tender boats and stuff like that. So they're getting all these giant cruise ships bundled up into these huge groups in the middle of the Bahamas, and they're transferring the crew from all the ships to one or two select ships that are going to bring them not exactly to where they live, but as close as they possibly can to try and get these team members home who have been on board for months at this point, about a month and a half or so. So it's really good to see the cruise lines doing that to get the crew members home. So that's why you'll see a lot of different cruise ships in Miami in the next few videos here on my channel, because a lot of the ships were coming from different ports. They were just refueling, and then they were going out to meet the other Carnival ships to transfer the crew. So that's why there was a lot of ship movement and a lot of different ships these last two and a half weeks or so. So that's why I wanted to get out there and see it all for you guys, to document it, and so you guys can look back on it and enjoy it now. So like I said, I'm gonna make this quick. We have a lot of close-ups of the ships in this video. There was a parking lot right here that I was able to go to. And it had a really good close-up of all the ships, so I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the music. I know some of you don't really like the music, but I'm sorry. I apologize. I have to use certain type of music in here in the video so they don't get flagged or anything like that, so I do apologize. I do try and do as much talking as possible, but when there's so many videos pumping out like this every week, I mean, it's not that many. It's 2 videos a week, but it's a lot of the same stuff, so it's hard to keep talking about it. But I try and, the most part is just to show you all the different ships in the port. So I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this video, listen to the music, and I will see you out on the next video.